Hey, and welcome guys. Today we are going to be building the Millennium Falcon. This is the 1/350th scale, the small one. Now in a previous video I did a build of the 1000 blockade runner, and just have that here. And I thought that turned out pretty well. One thing that we did not use that the kit included was these stickers. Don't really care for them. I don't think they go on especially well. And there's quite a few for the Millennium Falcon, and just some red ones for the blockade runner. So today we were going to be doing, of course, the 1/350th Millennium Falcon. As you can see, it's not too complex. So we're just going to do a build and paint it up and see how we can do building this and painting it. So let's just get started. Alright, so we have it all assembled now. I'm just going to apply a black primer coat over it, and then we'll get on to adding the base coat. Alright, as you can see, we put on a coat of flat black and gave that time to dry. Now I've mixed up a little bit of this white gray from the Vallejo Mecha collection and my airbrush, and let's just get to painting it. Alright, as you can see, I have it painted and working on some of the detail painting. Mostly been doing some hand painting using these little makeup applicators. They have a very fine point on them. They're pretty much disposable after you use them once. You can clean them and get a few uses out of them, but that's about it. The ends will start to fray. But once you get done, you can always save the little plastic pieces for some kind of greebly. But anyway, I painted in just using some flat reds, some light grays, some beige for up here. I used a Panzer dark gray for these engine, I guess, intakes, or I'm not sure what those are, but dark gray for those. You can also see where I've taken and where I took a soldering iron and did some of the battle damage on it up front here, and then on the back side, and I think it's where asteroid hit, a little bit of damage here, and also a little bit behind the cockpit and on the docking ring I've noticed some damage. So just working on all that, and from this point I'm going to apply a very watered down wash. I'm trying to limit how many layers of paint. We put a flat black coat and then airbrushed on our white gray color for our base color. And when I'm using this is black acrylic paint. It's heavily watered down with some water and alcohol mix. So we're just going to take that. See if I can get this into focus. There we go. And I'm just going to start putting it all in here. And just very watered down. It's really hard to do this and keep it on the camera at the same time because it's so small. So bear with me on that. Alright, so we have that watered down. Oops, making a mess. That's what happens when you're videoing and got stuff everywhere. Alright, so let's see if I can bring this back into focus again. There we go. And from here, I'm just going to wipe it off. I just want to bring out those very fine details without covering it up. And because I didn't put a gloss coat on, I'm with a very watered down wash. Alright, so I'm going to do that for the rest of the model. And then I'm going to do some dry pastels and some weathering kit just to kind of darken up a few areas and then darken up where we have damaged spots. Also, I did use some of the stickers. I used the stickers for the cockpit up here and for the gunner's ports, those black stickers. They actually go on fairly well. So if I can get that in the focus. If you mash them down and get a toothpick, you can actually get it to kind of form to the outline of the cockpit there. But I just thought that I couldn't paint it as clean as the sticker actually brings out the detail. The sticker is a lot finer. Detail blends in pretty well, and I think once we put our flat clear coat over all of it, it'll blend in the rest of the way. So I did use a few stickers just for those. I just don't have a steady hand to paint those very small details and get those fine lines, and the same for the gunner's ports. Alright, so let me finish the wash and the weathering, and we should be finished up when I come back. Alright, so here's our finished Bandai Millennium Falcon in the 1/350th scale. As you can see, I've made just a simple little base for it, and it's just a little wood base you get at a hobby shop. Put some hobby sand with some white glue, painted it, has some hobby like scenery gravel, a couple of rocks from the yard, and some of the scenery greenery. And I didn't mean to rhyme there, but anyway, and this was an older Bandai stand that I had from some other ship, probably an X-Wing, that I wasn't using, so I cut it off, drilled a hole, and glued it in there. And we still have the base here, but thought that would make for a little bit nicer stand. We took our finished Millennium Falcon, and we did a little bit of some dry pastels to darken up some areas, and then we added a base coat, or we did a top coat with Vallejo's matte varnish to dull it all down and protect our paint job. So I think it turned out pretty nice. It's a nicely detailed for its small size. Lends itself to dioramas if you're into that. And it goes on here. Alright, so here we are with just a quick build. Hope you've enjoyed it. Until next time, everybody have a good one.